The good ship now is rolling. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Old Gaffin held the Yenwood's crown before the revolution. Way haul away, we'll haul away and go. Duke Cadmus made the traitors pay. He had his retribution. Way haul away.
bilge swallow?
That's what be a bilge swallow, little lass. And it be a swabby fathom-headed enough to drink from the bilge.
You talk funny, Uncle Seraphim.
You know, lass, each time you call me that, you be aging me 3/2 a year.
So, we're back. Did you miss us?
Well, thanks. It was just me and the bird for a couple of days, and we're sick to death of each other.
Something happened out there, and it's got me all turned around. I didn't exactly deliver a missive. That parchment was meant for me, and I delayed opening it as long as I could. Hatsura gave me a name and a location. That was all. When you're a sharpshooter by trade and your boss doesn't offer clarification, you learn to arrive at your own conclusions.
I can already see this is going to go well.
The rub of it is, my target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe. The village was beachside. No sign of foreign occupation. I might have been the first outsider to make land in quite a while. They were just simple folk going about their lives. Couldn't have been more than 50 of them. Their Ranga, though? He had a voice that carried, that echoed in the hearts of his people.
He called for unity with the neighboring tribes, the setting aside of bad blood. His people listened, and listened well. There's my target. You can guess what happened next. Fair enough. Long story short, the chieftain never saw his next sunrise. It took a while for his kin to find him, but only seconds to figure out that he didn't die of a weak heart. This tribe surprised me. They acted like I kicked over their anthill. They got mad. They got to work. The old Ranga went onto a pyre, and the new one snapped into place. She took up the call for unity while the embers were still warm. Acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing. Of course. I shoot to disrupt soldiers and end conflicts. Not to stifle ideas or crush spirits. That's Valian work. They mourned, they seethed, they tore out their hair. But they rebuilt. By the time I left, they were talking about peace with the other tribes like it was inevitable. Fair question. Short answer? I don't know. Atsuri uses different codes for each of us. I could teach myself to write Angwithan before I cracked another agent's instructions. I guess that depends on how much faith you have in Atsura's plan. If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see what bubbles up. Thanks for letting me unload in the meantime. We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
I've got some answers.
We've gone a long way, left our love behind. vivo incidente, and so that's where our brave ship goes to make our fortunes one fine day. Hold fast.
Let's go!
Makes no difference.
Take him down!
That's it! Beyond Word out for Predator!
Let's go!
Word of Predator!
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Like a fish on the hook.
Your side.
Just like that. Let's go.
How's this one go again? Sorry, friend. I can't.
Oh, good.
Worth and rough.
Take him down. Ixie on.
Did you find something? You have that look again. Well, that's a start. I found some unusual stains. I don't think they're blood, but they are rather odorous. So it is. But what would that be doing here? I've heard they're aggressively isolationist. As for what that has to do with the leaden key, at least we know where to look next. I only wish we could find another hapless initiate with a spare hood. That symbol. It looks like the one we saw on the abandoned ship.
You keep turning up like a chipped Izada.
Something keeps drawing me back to Oreo Koiki, I say.
Don't let Awata hear you say that. You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say, and found yourself in an empty clearing. Akira, silence is wise. You turned around and retraced your steps back to your ship, where it was safe. Not if you cannot listen. If you came to blunt my teeth with chatter, try to keep it short. We remember the old compact with the Nekataka Queen. Do you have her treaty words? Akira, the Queen must be desperate to send you, I say. Rasare will be expecting you inside. Seeing as you've earned your way up from nuisance to guest, find me if you feel like trading.
On it. Huh? Sure.
Maybe the spear's a gift for us?
Silence. The outsider must leave. Oreo Koiki will not be parceled off and bought with foreign lies. Only the handsome fish can stay.
Ruasari would never let that happen. Where is your confidence in our Ranga?
You are the problem. We do not track dirt in our home.
We are no better than the outsiders if our Mataru act like inhospitable savages. Where is the courtesy and welcome of the Wahaki?
If you have such love for outsiders, let this one speak for herself.
I will? I mean, Akira, I will.
If the outsider turns on us, I say I will drag you through Tangaloa's maw with me. For all our sakes, may I be proven wrong.
On behalf of those who remember our manners, welcome to Oreo Koiki. Akira, I say circumstances have made us rough around the edges. Outsiders come with cannons, nets, torches. They do not come to talk. We safeguard any land that the trading companies have not stolen out from under Anakaza's throne. The islands will fall if the tribes do not recall our past and Ngadi's covenant. Ngadi bade her followers to protect the islands, the tribes, and the luminous Adra. For this, she gave us the power to shape her domain. If we fail in our charges, the birthright of the Huana disappears. The Wahaki remember this. The Kahanga, they forget.
Some of us remember. What we choose to do with the memory is ours to decide.
We lost much of ourselves when cataclysm scoured the Deadfire. Somewhere among the islands, there's a place where we... Akira, My apologies, but I should say no more. Ask. I am pleased to be making a new friend. She is our Ranga, and the strength of our tribe. I have never seen her without a mouthful of koiki. Even in battle, she wears a bandolier of fruit. A spirited, passionate, and very hungry woman is my Risare.
Takera, I doubt he even knows the meaning of the word.
I'm familiar with the foreign obsession with vows. When it strikes Risare's fancy that we should sleep under one roof, we do so vigorously. Some think I influence her judgment, but they have the wrong of it. My back is too fragile for the weight of authority, I say.
Did you notice their face paint? That mural. That's the same headdress Theos wore. Her face paint. You don't suppose...
I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people. The chosen of Ngati is a welcome sight, I say.
Akira, my thanks to you, dear Ranga, though I bring you no omens this day.
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
But will our hospitality be returned?
Takehu, I say we have troubles enough without my people fighting over you.
Akira, just so. I will keep my hands to myself this time.
The Queen sent you to remind us we are vassals. Is that all? Queen, I am thinking you are very free with this meaningless outsider word. Foreigners hold the islands upside down, shaking them to loosen their riches. Onikaza gives them comfort. Akira, these are not the actions of a queen. Bah! Then she never should have let the foreigners take a step onto Deadfire soil. You think the Queen is cunning, but she is on the brink of losing her power. The Kahanka Queen shows her belly so that the enemy will overlook her claws. This is a worthy tactic. Velia and Rawatai are foolish enough to fall for it. Before I agree to Onikaza's terms, I must deal with a pest of my own. Not as large as the trading companies, but nearly as vicious. You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire? To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters. These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Kuiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle. They steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onikaza to stop them? Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say. We will get along well, I say. Our enterprising foes clump together in a small fortress on the tip of Crookspur Island. My love, Aparo, lost his sister to these creatures. Akira, more of us will vanish if we do not cut out the heart of Crookspur. Tangara, call off the warriors. I grant our guest the freedom of the jungle.
As you say, Ranga.
If you would come and go on Oreo Kuiki, prove yourself a friend of the Wahaki. Do not speak the name of those who felled mighty Ukaizo. Their spirits are unwelcome. We do not hide. We are protecting a way of life that others would trample under their boots. The trading companies would strip the land that the gods gifted us and unmake the works of our ancestors. There is much to protect in the Deadfire. Too much for any single tribe. The Wahaki show outsiders that we know their deceitful face. My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Wahaki histories. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it. Akira, outsiders know better than to draw close to Wahaki lands. We leave the symbol of the War Club as we have for generations. A warning, I say. A reminder.
That war club looks like a much older version of the leaden key insignia.
One which goes unheeded. I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods. You must remove yourself, lest you face the gods' wrath. The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning. Your people cling tightly to their history. But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land. I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this. It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
Why do you stare so?
Back there, with the chieftain. Did you see something? I know that look. That's like what he told the Glanfathans. I'll bet he didn't expect they'd kill him for it. Would have loved to see the look on his face. Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Leaden Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it. Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended. People doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for thousands of years without even realizing it. Doesn't get more Leaden Key than that. Belief is a curious thing. Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders. It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them. They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism. You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right sure 'tis ratting all around in his noggin. You know me too well. I've been chasing the Leaden Key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse? Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved? And I should stand by and simply allow it to happen? But perhaps you're right. After all, how did I think I could overcome 2,000 years of work in a single lifetime? It seems I've been as misguided as Theos ever was. Well, knowing the gods came from Kith, it's easy to see how the world became such a complicated place. We're always trying to impose our own order of vision upon it. Perhaps it would be better off if we stopped altogether. It's not as though that's up to you or me, is it? Anyway, thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Yes?